Hello guys, here's G-Mac with another Battlefield 3 commentary. And I've got something special for you. The downside is that you will be listening to me for at least, 14 minutes. And that is after some brutal editing on my part, because this game that you're watching is was very long. It was like, it was over 50 minutes. It was like 54 or 56. It was close to an hour. And I'm gonna spoil it for you, and I'm gonna say that we did win this one, although in the end I kind of think that it would be fair for the attacking team to win this one, because they really bled it out and they were inexperienced. We had, of course, we had Smurfs that were completely ridiculous. I thought he's a medic, but he actually picked up a kit. That's my friend Sonycheck, who I really love playing with, because he's kind of, you know, laid down and he doesn't rage like when I'm playing with Boz. He's a super player, but he kind of gets on the bad note and he keeps, you know, swearing even though he's doing remarkably well. But he kind of pulls me down. With Sonycheck, it's always, you know, fun to play. We have laughs when things don't go quite so well, like with these blueberries. I think they were playing team deathmatch or something. In any case, the opposing team were low ranks. Like we have probably, you know, 3 times as much time into the game that they did, but they were great. And you can see me really fail here. I didn't realize that he went prone, and then I just couldn't shoot him, and it was all sorts of broken. This guy should have won. Poor lad. And I shouldn't have disabled that, but I did. In any case, it was only me and Sonycheck and Gobs that were actually worried about the objectives. The rest of the team were just playing team deathmatch or something. So, so to get back on the track, we played these inexperienced guys, and they really pushed hard for the objectives. And while they don't win the, you know, gunfights, they did set up a presence. They always used the Amtrak to get close to the objectives. They were really doing a good job. For, you know, if you can't win gunfights, usually people stick to snipers and are completely useless. These guys actually like took every single objective one after another. We defused a few, but then as soon as the 3 of us went down, they had no trouble arming both objectives at the same time. They really pushed it, so props to them. They were really good. You can see me here doing the stupidest thing. I keep doing it even though I've played so many hours. I shoot the 2 guys and I, you know, immediately go for a reload, and I still had like 10, maybe more bullets in the chamber, I mean in the magazine, and I went for the reload and lost that one. But if I didn't screw up, you probably wouldn't have this amusing video. I'm speeding up the section where I'm tank whoring because it's not, you know, I cut out some parts, but you know, it's not really something worthy watching at full speed. It feels like they're just coming for the death, but they do come in flocks, and they do use the Amtrak pretty well. You know, they fly from the left. At some point you're gonna see it. So the thing is that they are pushing forward, and you know, we can't defuse everything with 3 people. And this is another base that they take out from me, and I'm doing some stupid things. You're gonna see that as well. I still have, I don't know if it was in bad company, or I just have a feeling that every time the objective is blinking that it's gonna blow any moment, and I don't get to sweep the area of the enemies. But then again, sometimes you do that, and then more like these guys were using the jeeps, so I would be sweeping out the previous wave, and another would came, so I don't know. In any case, I was worried that they're gonna steal my tank, so I didn't go for disarm. I left it to Gabs, who managed to do that. Maybe he got shot, and Blueberry actually did defuse it. This is where they used the Amtrak there, set up a base, and most of them were engineers. It was for being a really inexperienced team. They did really good job in this game. All my praise goes to them rather than our team. Our team was really horrible. I was too late to repair the tank here. In any case, this is the case where I screw up, because I should have figured that, you know, the Jeep didn't come alone, so I should have went for the other guy who conveniently shoots me to the back while I'm reloading. So we lost another set of crates. This one was because of me. I did take the Jeep that they left out, and I don't really have that many kills with this machine gun, but it's very powerful. You don't get any hit markers though, at least I feel like I wasn't really looking at the video in slow motion. Again, here's me trying to get to the objectives, but I'm being shot at. These guys set up really nicely on the left bank, and we lose another one, and then I lose this gunfight. I did have some issues with the latency. I think you're gonna see it at some point. This is again me picking the wrong guys to shoot. I would have saved Sonichek's life if I picked the ones on the right, but no, I stole his kills. Anyway, so at some point I switched back to a medic because I felt like I can do a better job leaving the vehicles to Sonichek. And Gubs was running, I think it was Assault, so I think he was running C4, I'm not sure. Because we were actually communicating over Skype with Sonichek, which is so much better. And so we move forward to another, and again, this is actually, I don't know why I did that. I usually, if you see the enemy's legs sticking out from, you know, through walls, shoot the legs. You're actually gonna kill him, and he wouldn't even have an idea where he's getting shot from. So it's a bug in the game where, you know, the legs can go through and you're vulnerable there. And it doesn't take that many shots to the legs. It's actually pretty fast. So they're a device that I don't follow. Anyway, so I think this is where my lag starts to show up. I did get this one, this guy, and then here. Oh, look at it! 3 people looking the other direction. Nothing happens, and suddenly I'm, you know, 3 meters away. I did get at least one guy there, and I lag a bit afterwards as well. But again, I think this kind of lag is better when you teleport like that than, you know, having somebody in front of you that's invulnerable. That's worse, because at least here you see, I mean, it sucks, you're aware of it, it sucks, but it's frustrating if you're shooting someone who just doesn't seem to care. And you're gonna see another example of me, you know, having a sucky lag and still winning a gunfight, because I think the game just does better job at making you feel fair. I mean, the gunfights feel fair. Alright, so since I've run out of things to say, let me just quickly run down the guns that I'm using. I kind of stopped unlocking stuff and stick to whatever is working for me. I pretty much never play the Recon class. I stick to Engineer, which I think on most maps is the most useful class, and there I run the G36C most of the times. From time to time I take the A91, but not recently. Again, I kind of failed here. I think lag was not on my side on this one, but I also sucked trying to get my aim straight. And I started using the G53, well, the HK53, I think it's the same thing. And I like all of them, they're great. But as I also use the class that I'm using right now, the Assault, I think it has the best weapons, the FAMAS, and the, you can see here again, I was lagging, but it's much fairer to lag, realize what's happening, and then win a gunfight. That's, of course, usually. And sorry, I interrupt this again. but what better way to end the streak than with a typical GMAC fail like that. I was trying to run for cover from the guys shooting from the back and score some kills quickly and ran into my own grenade. How typical. So what I was saying is that the lag usually puts you back to the gunfire, and as you can see, I fast forwarded here both objectives. You know, blinking, these guys were really pushing hard. I know that Sonichek is disarming the one, I was going for the other, but failed. So back to guns. Man, I thought I had so much time, and it ran out really quickly. So as assault, FAMAS beastly weapon, the F2000 just as well, and I also like the back to Karkan unlock, the, is it L85? I think L85 something. I really like that one. I have it with an ACOG and I use it for longer distances. It doesn't have that much, you know, that fast fire rate, but it's really nice. It has manageable recoil and has quite some damage. You can see me being really precise like that. So the game is wrapping up really fast, and you know, we kind of pushed them back. But I was always going back and you know, expecting them to arm the thing, and they did. They really flanked us somehow. I don't even know how they. I was pushing forward at this stage, but then coming back, and they did indeed arm it. And I do the mistake of thinking that these two were responsible, and they weren't. There was a third guy, and there were people spawning on him, and this is like you know, zero ticket situation, but somebody disarmed it. I don't know if it was Gobs or if it was a Blueberry, which I take back everything I said about our team if it was a Blueberry. And we won, but at this point I was like, I saw the scores of the other guys and felt sorry for them, because they really played the game as, you know, you should. Of course, they didn't have as much experience, you know, play hours as we did, so it was hard for them, but, you know, props to them. They really did well. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you liked it, thumb it up, and I'll see you next time. Bye.